With good news for today from Baptist Press, I'm Brandon Porter. An individual interested in going with the International Mission Board Missionary candidate process doesn't have to be ready to go to the field tomorrow. But through a new missionary pipeline, the IMB is working to prepare candidates spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, and financially to go to the nations. An IMB representative and their local church are with them to guide them through the entire process. None of it's done in isolation. After someone feels called to go, they're directed to fill out a missionary interest form through the IMB. When a missionary candidate is ready to take the next step, a three-part process begins. The heart behind the process is to send healthy missionaries onto the field to give the nations greater gospel access. Scott Ray, IMB's Director of Assessment and Deployment, defines a missionary as a disciple of Jesus who crosses geographic, linguistic, or cultural barriers to make disciples for Jesus where Jesus is not yet known. With that definition in mind, Zane Pratt, IMB's Vice President for Global Training, explained, when a missionary goes to the field, they're walking into a situation that's unlike what they're used to. The enemy can attack from any number of directions. IMB leaders are hoping the pipeline will help them add 500 new missionaries on the field by 2025.
Good News for Today is made possible through our friends at the Voice of the Martyrs, a nonprofit organization that serves persecuted Christians around the world. Founded in 1967 by Richard and Sabina Wurmbrand, VOM is dedicated to inspiring believers to deepen their commitment to Christ and to fulfill His Great Commission, no matter the cost. Find out more and sign up for their free monthly magazine at vom.org/goodnews.
Heritage Baptist Church in Montgomery, Alabama, made a historic step toward reaching their neighbors. They called Frederick L. Harris Sr. to be their minister of 1 Mile Missions. We want to become a church that looks more like our neighborhood, and we want to become a church that looks more like heaven, Pastor Teeman Knight told the congregation during a Sunday morning service recently. To do that, there are people around us who need to be reached with the gospel. We have an opportunity today to make a statement about how serious we are about doing that. A while back, Heritage Baptist declared the 1 mile radius around it their mission field. They reached out to the schools and the businesses, but they hadn't made contact house to house yet. That was a goal for Knight. He and the church wanted the 1 mile area to know the church loves them. They also wanted their church, which is predominantly white, to reflect their neighborhood, which is home to many African American families. That's why they brought Harris, who is an African American, on their church staff. Thanks for listening to Good News for Today.